What's good? Coach Colin Castell here with ShotMechanics Basketball, and today we've got WNBA Shooting Secrets, Diana Taurasi edition. Now, you might have heard that Diana Taurasi just recently became the all-time scorer in the WNBA. Now, she can flat out get buckets, and one of the reasons why she can do it is because she has such a great jump shot. So today what we're going to do is we're going to break down her jumper and kind of talk about some of the mechanical keys that can probably help you out on your jumper. All right, but before we get into it, if you really want to revolutionize your jump shot, you're going to want to take my 7-day shooting challenge, and it's 100% free to you. All you got to do is click the button above or the link in the description to get instant access today. All right, so let's get right into it and teach you how to get buckets just like Diana.
Alright, so the first thing I love about Diana's shot is that she loads the ball lower, meaning that she begins her shot down by her waist or by her thigh. And because she does this, it allows her to get more power and rhythm and momentum into her jump shot. Now, this is one of the biggest keys that a lot of female shooters miss, is that they put the ball too high up, they set it on what I call the shelf, and they lose a ton of power and fluidity. And just like most great shooters, she does this in pretty much any situation. So even if she catches a high pass or something that's above her head, she's still going to load that ball in her body at the same time, lower in her shot pocket. And again, this is probably the #1 key that'll help a ton of female players out there. For some reason, coaches are still teaching them to keep the ball up by their chest and by their shoulder when they catch, and they just don't have that power and rhythm. And this works for pretty much everybody, both male and female alike. So check out where you're starting your shot from, and if it's too high, then it might be throwing off your shot quite a bit. All right, and the next thing that really helps Diana out is her body space, meaning as she's getting ready to shoot, she brings the ball up and she keeps a space or a gap between her body and the basketball. Now, this is something that works pretty well, but not a lot of coaches even teach or know about. And basically, the reason why it's important is because it allows you to keep your shooting elbow in line with the basketball as it's coming up. Because think about it, the closer the basketball is to your body, the farther it's going to push your elbow out, and the harder it's going to be to get everything in alignment on the follow through and finish. So one thing I highly recommend is to videotape yourself from a side angle, and that way you can see if you're getting that body space, because it very well may be the one major key that's going to absolutely dramatically increase your shooting percentage. And next we've got Diana's feet turn. Now, a lot of you guys out there probably know that you're supposed to turn your feet when you shoot, but it is 2017 and I still get a ton of pushback on this concept. And with a foot turn, we basically are meaning that Diana doesn't square up to the basket when she shoots, but instead tilts her feet just barely off to the left. And by doing this, it allows her to alleviate a ton of upper body tension, and it aligns her shooting elbow, hip, and shoulder with the basket. Now, what's insane is this is still an absolute epidemic, and especially in the women's basketball field. I would say that when I go do a girls basketball clinic, probably 80 to 90% of the girls have never even heard about turning their feet. And what's even more insane is I sometimes get a ton of pushback from the coaches and from parents that are watching the clinic as well. And there's a reason why the best shooters on both the men's and the women's side do this with their feet, and that's because it flat out gets better results. All right, so go ahead and check the angle of your tilt. You might like a big one or a small one or somewhere in between, but odds are most players see good results from some sort of tilt. But if you're a squared up shooter and you're a bad shooter, odds are you want to try something different.
All right, if this video helped you out, go ahead and pop that like button and then head to the comment section down below and let me know what sort of video you want to see next. This is a channel for the people, by the people, and I run pretty much everything out for request, so leave it down below and hopefully I will get to it. And don't forget to pick up your free copy of that 7-day shooting challenge. Click the button right here or the link in the description to get that and get started today. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castell with ShotMechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.